Go. Let's introduce some players. To the top right hand side of the map, we are going to be starting with the blue Terran. It is Ryung. And to the bottom left hand side, it is going to be Nerchio, our red Zerg player. Sakarosa coming in with the $1 on the match arena page as well. Schumann83 coming in with the $1 saying Go Poland. You can keep those dollar coupon codes coming in, guys. We want you guys to support this event. It's super simple, super easy to do so. So go, go, go. We have about 15 codes left, so should be able to get this done before the end of the tournament, which would be fantastic. Of course, if you want to add a few dollars of your own to the prize pool, you're more than welcome to. I would love to obviously raise the prize pool a bit to support the players even further. Anyways, for now, let's see how this ZvT is going to turn out. What's up, Wush J? How you doing? Thank you so much for the 6-month resub. Thank you very much for the 6 months of love. Can you get some Wardy hearts in the chat, please, for Wush J? Thank you very much. And do appreciate the half a year of support. Wow. And some Wardy hearts in the chat for that one, everybody. Hey, there's some coupon codes going in. Montian coming in with the $1. We got Shadow, we got Mossare. The laptop's too far away for me to see properly, I swear. Callum Williamson as well. Thank you very much for the dollars, guys. Keep those coupons coming. We've got 9 coupon codes left. We should be able to get that done before the end of this game, even. So go, go, go. As you will see a couple of Zerglings from Nerchio starting to move out onto the map. Looking to see what they can get up to here in the next few moments. Always a little bit of a nuisance when a pool first opens up, as we do see those couple links coming all the way up to the top side. Factory on the way down now, as you do see the reactor building up on the barracks. Command center is on the way on the natural expansion as well. So that command center going to be finishing in the next few moments, as this Reaper is going to be just actually heading home, realizing that it was a pool first or so. It's going to be heading home for a moment, but the Lings actually just stayed back. They didn't actually ever commit in. So they're just going to stick around there. Maybe just scout a little bit later on. Lingspeed's about to finish. He's actually saving them because he wants to flood a few Lings across the map here and try and catch Ryung a little bit off guard. This Reaper obviously though needs to be pushed away for that to kind of be successful, as those Zerglings won't start running across the map without being seen, and he's actually going to be able to make it happen. This Reaper has not seen what's going on at all here. As you can see, a couple of Lings already thinking about moving in, but no, they are going to wait. Now, this Reaper positions itself well, though, to see even more of these Zerglings coming out. Now, Ryung will have a bit of an idea as to what exactly is going on. As you're going to see, the Lings only getting a couple of nibbles before they get forced away. As you're going to see already, the first Zerglings are actually looking for us around on the Hellions. Well, they will actually be able to get 2 free workers already. It's not a terrible startup. He's going to get a 4th worker now as well, and maybe even 5 as he goes back onto that SCV. Again, more things coming across the map to maximize the damage here. Finally, that Reaper gets caught and taken down. One more SCV pops out on the natural, but he's just going to back away with these Zerglings and still use those defensively against the Hellions as they come back across the map in the near future, of course. As you are going to be seeing those things pulling all the way back away towards the bottom left-hand corner. Bayonet starts up here from Nerchio on the natural expansion as well, up to 3 bases in total. As we are going to see this Marine starting to work its way through that Overlord. And again, some more of these Hellions just gathering up together on this natural expansion. Again, set up and ready to go. Banshee on the way up. A couple more Cyclones are building too. And they're going to be getting into a really kind of scary kind of force here in the near future. No armory to morph in Hellbats, but in general, it's starting to look like a very powerful army from Ryung to maybe get something done with here in the next few moments. Guys, getting a big round of hearts in the chat because Montian has just added $100 to the prize pool of today's weekly, which is especially crazy because he also added $100 to the prize pool of the WardiTV weekly event we had on Wednesday. So can we get some love in the chat for Monty and the $100 donation, which is just going to straight up double the prize pool of today's weekly event. Absolutely crazy stuff. Let's see some love in the chat for Monty, and thank you so much for supporting the tournament, mate. Always appreciate the support you have for just the StarCraft scene in general. Thank you very much, and with that we can continue in the game, but we'll be mentioning that a couple more times, I'm sure, throughout the stream. Thank you, Monty, for adding so much to the prize pool. As we do see this attack coming in, Hellions are still in Hellion mode. They're going to just be able to kite away. Queen's going after the Banshee for a moment or two, but realizing they should probably turn on towards the Cyclones instead. Nerchio has plenty to defend here in the end. Is going to be seeing, well, now the armory starts coming up at 3rd CC, but 2 more gases does indicate this is indeed going to be continued mech play here out of Ryung for game number 1. Cyclones have locked on and going to continue to work their way through that Overlord. Overlord gets picked off here now, and just going to be seeing Hellions and a couple of Cyclones coming all the way back up through the center and towards the upper right hand side once again. 2 more factories are starting up as the armory on the way behind this natural mineral line also. Lair is about halfway done here from Nerchio as those queens continue to gather up together on the 3rd base. Hellions continue to come up as well down on the south side, and just going to be seeing again still 2 Banshees just sat over to this left side, looking to see what they can do as well, as more Hellions now from Ryung will be moving forwards, and we are going to see Lings going in for a bit of a surround here. Wow, an absolutely destructive moment or so there as those Hellions just get disintegrated. Very nicely done, as now we see, well, +1 vehicle weapons is on the way up on this armory. A couple more Hellions on the way out. This 3rd CC is finished up as well, and that's going to be able to lift up and relocate over to this position now as well. So that's going to move on over to that side, as we do have these Banshees still gathering together. And Ryung is going to get ready to keep on pushing down in towards this position to try and do a little bit more once again. Some Zerglings going to be spreading out in different locations, and just going to be seeing that CC dropping down here as again Fed base is set up, and Nerchio just coming across. We'll see, and again more Hellions coming out, and basically just getting confirmation of this as mech in case he didn't see it already, which he hasn't really seen necessarily. So gets that sort of confirmation now, as we're going to be seeing a whole bunch more factories coming on up here and into production. I'm going to see the first 2 medevacs coming up to partner with those 4s. Of course, that can allow him to move across the map and be aggressive once again beyond the Banshee play that we've already seen. Banshees continue to move up through this top left-hand side, and there's going to be seeing this Marine here is just going to still sit on that watchtower. Queen's going to throw down a few more Croup Tumors, and again, wow, those 4s from the recent war chest are pretty beefy, aren't they? Wow, they are quite some monstrous units, I have to say. As we are going to be having the few Banshees around this left side, looking to see what else is going on. Just going to be having the Hive now starting up as well here from Nerchio. Not going to waste any time of his own in terms of building up kind of a later game setup to deal with this mech army. As we do see right now, though, some Hellions going to run by in towards this mineral line here, and we're going to see some more Lings coming over to just try and get in position to deal with that. Ling Bane Hydra the composition for the moment, as we're going to see these 4s are about to arrive. Ling's going for a surround, but I feel as though a lot of them getting roasted there. The Hellions were paying attention, and Nerchio just loses out on quite a few units actually, as now those 4s going to be able to come on forwards and into play and maybe try and pick away at a couple of these drones on this mineral line. Marine up here going to push this Overlord up top, and we are going to see a couple of Zerglings coming forwards. They're going to get picked off pretty quickly though, as we're going to be seeing now this Queen gets taken down as well. A couple of 4s lifted up and going to be evacuating away, and we're just continuing down through this south side. We're going to see, oh my god, the Banshees are going to be able to get rid of this Carapace upgrade. It's actually a pretty nice pick-off, denies that upgrade there. And there's still these 4s might run around a little bit. Lings and Hydras coming in from the south side to try and do just a little bit more once again. And they're still running up this side and are going to be trying to get a little bit more damage dealt as Hydras. Currently chasing down this couple of medevacs. Still chasing those down here. As we're going to be seeing, well, those units a little bit unsure as to where exactly they want to go just for now. There we go, that Overlord picked off here as well. A couple of Dropper Lords from Nerchio trying to come on through, but this one's going to go down, so no success there. One to the top side could definitely come into play, as we're going to see a few Hydras moving their way up in that direction. But Nerchio on 152 over 136 supply, playing against a 180 supply Ryung. I mean, Ryung is just looking great here in this first game. I've got to remind you guys, we are playing on the Korean server, so latency is definitely going to be a factor here for Nerchio. I wouldn't say it's every day that Nerchio just lets himself kind of straight up out macroed while defending not brilliantly, but fairly decently throughout the game. And that does, I think it adds in, throughout, of course. You can see this drop coming in towards the main base, and just going to be doing a little bit of damage here and there. A couple of Vikings are going to be able to pick off this Overlord, and that's a really nice shutdown. Those 4 Hydras inside of it getting picked off here, and oh my god, now Banshee's just cloaked up, running forwards, and just not quite able to get a Queen kill. Probably could have if they'd actually attacked just a little bit sooner. I was going to see that supply depot already picked off here. Let's see, those Banshees picked off once again, and we're going to be seeing 4 more Vipers on the way up. +2 missiles, +1 carapace still coming through, the +2 melee on its way as well here, as we're going to be seeing the setup getting ready to go. Hydras are just going to be spreading out now, and that's going to be seeing Hellions and tanks getting set for Ryung. It's going to be quite the surround here in the next few moments for Nerchio. And so we are going to have a lot of units off down to the south, a fair few units up to the top. It's full surround getting set up and ready to go. 7 dropper lords on the way as Nerchio looking for something a little bit crazy maybe to try and come back into this, as he's currently positioned all over the place to counter-attack in, and now he sees this army moving forwards. It's time for him to react with the army of his own. He does start to move in, but so many tanks left behind. Let's see if maybe there's going to be enough here anyways if he comes in from 2 angles. These Hydras are just dying so quickly, and now the Vipers are going to be flying over 4s. That's not good because they will go down very quickly. They don't die just yet, but man, there's just tanks everywhere. And Ryung is just going to keep on defending, and Nerchio is not going to find a single opening to utilize just yet as those Hydras keep on going down. Wow, all those Hydras picked off so far is going to be seeing units coming through the center of the map. Hellions and 4s, tanks as well, having a pretty good job of this so far, as we are going to be seeing those Vipers continue to get picked away at. So Vipers continue to get taken down, and just going to see this Queen continue to fight as well. As you do see, more Overlords going to drop up in towards the main base. Hydra's going to be unloading here in the next few moments, and you can see already actually one of these Overlords just getting picked off. Nerchio not having a great time here, and as he does unload, he just gets shut down. This mech army is at the front, and the Vipers are just continuing to drop. One of the fuller energy Vipers gets taken down as well, as the other one goes down now too anyways. And Nerchio taps out, as we do see Ryung going up 1-0 in this series. Ryung, as we have got to the bottom right hand side, the blue Terran player, Ryung. 1-0 up. Going into backwater for map 2. Nice large map, as we do have Nerchio, a red Zerg player, here in the upper left. Euthermal with the 39-month resub. How you doing, friend? And just before that as well, Jimstock with the cheer 15. Thank you very much for the bits as well. But again, Euthermal with the 39-month resub. Thank you so much for such a long resub. And for now, currently being in the semi-finals. Euthermal's matchup, by the way, is going to be coming up next, so you can cheer him on soon, as Mythbuster is already doing it in his sub. 5 months from Mythbuster as well. Give us some Woody Hearts in the chat, please, for all the love coming through on the resubs. Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciating the support. And don't forget, of course, if you're enjoying the stream today, one of the best ways to support this event and the channel in general is to subscribe. The WardiTV weekly series is a tournament series that's put on because of the support we get from our subscribers. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. And we do give out replay packs and more to subs. So do check that out if you fancy supporting the channel, supporting the tournament. Both great ways to share some love. And again, $4 of coupon codes are still remaining, so if you haven't used a coupon code just yet on Matcherino, now is your chance. Use it while you can. Go, 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 go. Alright, well, we are setting up currently into game 2 here. Just looking to see what will be happening over the next few moments. And as we do just see this Overlord moving across towards the bottom right hand side, and this Reaper is on its way towards the upper left hand side as well. So just going to see this Reaper moving over to do the initial dance that the Reapers do, and well, here on Backwater, obviously a nice large map, as we're going to have the little bit of an engagement starting on up, and just going to be having those few Zerglings continue to come forwards. A couple of them picked off here already, as we see this Reaper continuing to fight. And that's going to be another Zergling going down, and this grenade going down as well. That drone also taking some more damage. Reaper picks off some more of those Zerglings there, and we are going to see it continuing to move around now. Well, again, 4 kills, not bad to start off with on this Reaper. And as you're going to be seeing it just jumping in through the third base just to check that that third hatchery is up. Obviously, information like that is very important, and he does get that confirmation right away there, so just to see that. And, yeah. Cool. Nice information there from Ryung. I was trying to read his It's clan tag, which says, I think it says Dongji. I was just trying to think if I knew what that meant, but I mean, I definitely 100% do not. I know for a fact. So, let's just try to figure out what it sounded like, though. But I think it's like Dongji. Because I think that's a D, U, Ng sound, Dong. This is definitely a G. Anyways, we are gonna keep this going. You can already see videos coming through for the U-Thermal series as well, for when we get into that after this TVZ matchup. Currently a Rotron coming down from Nerchio, his Evolution Chamber dropping down at the front as well. So that's going to be finishing in the next moment or so. There's this Reaper coming up through the top side. Going to be jumping in towards the main in the next few moments. So Reaper up into the main base. This Queen starts to work its way through that Reaper as well. Stimpak on the way up right now from Ryung as well. As we're going to see this Viking is going to continue working its way through the Overlord, so getting some good damage. Overlord gets picked off, and just going to be seeing the Queen able to pick off the Reapers. A couple of Evolution Chambers are about to be thrown down on the way up here, so Crypt Chambers continue to spread out towards the edges of the base, and we're just going to be seeing still this Viking coming around looking for some Overlord kills as well. Everything very standard and normal right here from Ryung so far, as we continue to get set up into this. Few drones on the way up, links are coming out. And the Rotron was down, but we've not seen anything from the Rotron just yet, and it is going to be a focus on melee upgrades initially. Did he actually cancel the Rotron? No, he did let it finish. And Nerchio was seeing that Stim has started on a barracks, so he's actually aware of the fact that this is Bio this time here on this bit of a larger map, Backwater. It's kind of funny that we're starting to see a lot of kind of Bio play on the larger maps again. Just because I think it's a little bit harder to control late game than for the Zerg. If they get kind of late game on Backwater, such a huge map, they just have so much economy that you struggle to deny as a Terran. So it's kind of interesting. Obviously, Ghost Liberator is a very powerful way to play as well. As you are going to see those Hellions coming up to the top side watchtower. I'm going to take that for the moment and just continue to move around. Baneliness continue to come on up. A couple of medevacs coming through as well. A siege tank on the way out of this factory also. As you are going to see Hellions moving over here, and they will grab themselves already one single Zergling. Nicely done as we see more Lings from Nerchio coming up through the top side, and again a few more Hellions here just setting up to try and do a little bit more. Ryung coming through the center himself. A good chunk of these Marines here at the moment to try and gather up and to get a little bit of something done. 28 more Zerglings on the way out. Baneling speed on the way as well. The centrifugal hooks is starting up on that Baneling nest already. As Hellions, Marines, and Medevacs all coming over to this left-hand side, trying to get ready to do a little bit more. A couple of Crypt Tumors already going down here, so some damage being dealt. The tank's going to get unloaded and siege up in this position where they can hit the third hatchery from this position. It's a very powerful position to play from. And Ryung is already able to get quite a bit done with this. Now a few Marines will jump over to this side, and that's where the tank started getting kind of vision. He's just going to move out of range of that Spore Crawler as he'll let the tankers deal some damage to those Queens. Now you're going to see those Lings trying to run on in here, and there is a couple of Banes in the back which do get target fire down. Marines are surviving these Zergling fights, and now he actually unsieges the tanks, realizing that they're just doing more damage than they are helping. And Ryung just seems to have way too much at the moment as Nerchio doesn't really seem to have a way to keep on fighting here. I mean, some more Lings running on in already, but they just get taken down so quickly, and well, more damage being dealt as Ryung, his reinforcements are in 2 medevacs heading to the top side of the map, and it looks as though that's going to be a fairly successful drop as those medevacs load up once again. Going to continue moving out through the center. Ryung coming all the way to the top side as some more units will just unload in the center of the map. The tank will siege up once again, picks off a Crypt Tumor trying to expand forwards. And now this drop in the main, and Nerchio just has nothing in location to deal with this at all. He's gone into a very fast Ultra Cavern, by the way. Like 8-minute Ultraless Cavern finished is super quick, so maybe just caught being a little bit too greedy here in this game. As the Baneling nest gets taken down, that's kind of a big deal. We're going to see these Zerglings going to start running in, and well, I mean, Ryung is going to have to lift up and just get out of there, right? But meanwhile, he's just picking off all of these Crypt Tumors out on the map, and he's just kind of creating kind of presence on the map for himself. He's really making it so that it's difficult for Nerchio to stay in this game, and without a Bane Nest, it obviously doesn't help. Ultra's Cavern is up. Kindness Plane is on the way through, but again, there's too much damage just already being done. A few more Marines just begin to unload over here as we're just going to be seeing this army. Gavin and Ryung begins to push forwards through the center of the map. A couple of Ultras on the way up, and again, 2-2 upgrades on the way as well, as that Kindness Plane is going to be finishing very shortly. Is also all the Ultras going to be the answer here for Nerchio in game number 2 to bring him back from what is currently a 20 supply deficit. Could be. It's only Marine Tank right now from Ryung as he sets up into the exact same position as he set up into before. Already one medevac loads, although it's a damaged medevac. I'm not sure if he really wants to try and bring this one into that location. Spores and Queens are both still there. Tank starts to fire onto them though, at least as, well, Nerchio will want to try and break this position. A lot of the time you want to wait as long as possible. The problem is in this location, these tanks force a lot of pressure onto the third base, so you can't really just sit around forever. As here we go, Kindness is just a few seconds away. As you see the good surround coming in, Nerchio is going to shut this down. Ryung lifts up, and now he's going to try and just drop over towards this third base instead. He's going to get the Queens, he's going to start getting the Spore Crawlers too. He'll lose some medevacs in the process. He'll want to try and target that Spore maybe before he gets out. He will not. He just get out without losing another medevac at least, so he's able to make his way over and back towards the center, and eventually back home in general. Now obviously with the Ultras being up here, Nerchio has been able to defend this first wave. It looks as though he was able to kind of get away with that greed, and you know what, it looks as though he's been punished before. He kept his cool and he made it work out as this drop in the main getting shut down as well. Now a fusion core next to starports from Ryung, of course, as we get into the next stage of the game for himself, which is to build up into just Ghosts and Liberators. Well, Liberators initially, probably Ghosts as well. It's been a while since we've seen any Terran player be very kind of reluctant to build Ghosts in the later games ZvT. So it's going to be kind of Liberators for now, as we do see that Queen picking up the kill on that medevac to the top side. Drop denied once again. A little bit more crypt spread being picked off right now, as we're going to be seeing medevacs loaded up once more. Still just using these drops to control the map at the moment, to shut down some of these Zerg units and shut down some of the creep spread, of course. Slow Nerchio down in general. First Liberators starting to come out onto the field, and you start sieging those up because already Nerchio looking to be a bit aggressive here. Well, just coming in from the left hand side as well, Bio. In position to come in and fight this, and we will be able to see it pushing it away actually. Sensor Tower is going to burn down. Doesn't look like there's an SCV coming over to help that. And Sensor Tower just get picked off. Meanwhile, drop on this base. I mean, Ling's again just in position so quickly and easily to start dealing with this. And see the lift up and now the drop up. Well, trying to drop up in towards this main, but actually at some point they're still dropping down onto the natural as well, to this lower ground base as well. There's maybe a chance to move forwards though here, as we're going to be seeing Ryung picks off a whole bunch of this centralized creep. And again, just Nerchio losing a lot of the presence which he had on the map, and suddenly he cannot move around as easily. And on such a large map, that creep spread will be so important for him here, as we are going to be seeing. Well, Lings and Ultras running through the center once again to try and see just where they can get to. Those two medevacs up top, very low on health and probably just destined to go down. Right now, Ryung isn't even trying to save them. As he continues in this direction, you'll see those Zerglings, just those Zerglings on their own. It's an overload he can pick off here as well, so some nice little small pick-offs so far. And there's Nerchio building up more Vikings as well, so he's aware of the fact that there's a Great Aspire finish, and he was fighting next to that just a little while ago. So getting those Vikings up is some kind of proper anti-air to fight here, as we're going to be seeing these Liberators going to try and siege up from a distance, as the medevacs will try and drop in, and oh my god, that stacked defense is just not quite ready, although he does lose the low health medevac, still full of units. So has this been worthwhile for him already? So we're going to see these Banes coming in, and I have to kind of say, I don't feel as though it was fully worthwhile. The Liberators are still here though, and they're still doing some damage. There's just so many of them there, but the extra Spore Crawlers finishing will start to shut that down. Those medevacs come back into play, and they get a drone or two perhaps, not even too sure. But either way, they come back in, get cleaned up, and now the medevacs at least survive. And as Liberators trying to come back in towards this base, Corrupt has picked them off pretty quickly. One of them survives, but will be so low, there's not going to be much of a chance to really do much with it. We're just going to be seeing Lings and Ultras gathering in the center. Marines, Marauders, Vikings. Coming on down to the south side, we are going to see this Overlord gets picked off. CC going to be landed on this south side position in the next few moments as well. And Still just setting themselves up here at the moment as this Liberator really looking for something in the next few moments, coming all the way to this top side. And yeah, that command center going to be dropping in a moment or two. But Ling's down here getting ready to deny it, as we're going to be seeing this Lib sieging from a distance now. But with Corruptors out, should be able to shut this down pretty quickly, although 3, 4, 5 workers going to go down initially. Corruptors taking a little while to turn into the right location. They will come in, and just one volley from 2 Corruptors is enough to get rid of that there, but still quite a few drones that have disappeared. Again, Ghost and Liberator is now on the way up and just building into this stage of the game that is just so powerful for the Terran players lately, with how those Ghosts work out and how effectively they can trade. 14 minutes into Backwater here. Map number 2 of the series, we do see Corruptors still just spreading out, figuring out how they might want to try and attack into this. So that's going to be another Liberator picked off. Again, nicely done. A lot of bio down to the south side, some Vikings and Liberators setting up as well here once more. Still has that air control as well, just if Ryung needs to fight against Broods and Corruptors. Right now there's no Broods, right? It's just Corruptors, 16 of them, so it's actually quite a lot of air dominance here out of the Terran player, out of the Zerg player. A couple of Vipers as well. He can definitely fight those Vikings in the sky. Let's see how it goes. A lot of Blings and Corruptors to the south side though, as Ryung is not actually going to keep pushing in here either. Planet 4 is going to start being caustic sprayed. I just don't think there's a way you actually save this. I mean, these Liberators themselves are going to be in trouble too, and he knows it. He pulls them back just before the Planetary Fortress falls, as the Corruptors, well, now they're into a little bit more trouble because the Vikings do arrive, but looks as though they're going to be able to get away with only 1 Corruptor lost, so nicely done. As both players are maxed out, Nerchio has a bank on his side, and as we're going to see more of those Corruptors coming back up to the top, or into the center at least, as again those Corruptors caustic spraying, but this CC should survive this. It's going to get out of range. Even a Ghost coming in. Oh, going to fly some Medivacs into range though, and that's not pretty. Loses one of them is, well, now if he Marines bottom left, going to find this base here. Not even sure if I've seen this base taken on a Backwater game just yet that I've casted. As you're going to see it slowly starting to get taken down. Some Banes up here picking off a few Marines. As this army just going to relocate once again from Nerchio down to the south and look to find a way to push on in the near future. Well, here we go. Oh, Banes and Ultras are going to start running forwards. Great blinding clouds as Nerchio looking for the larger fight here. Right now, the Corruptors, though, are ignoring the Liberators, and the Ultras are getting trapped within Liberation zones. Ryung has a little bit of bio left over. Some Banes are still trying to see what they can do. Ghost starting to move forwards. What do they sight down? Do they go for the Corruptors? Do they go for the Ultras? Nerchio is just going to start remaxing here, and it's starting to feel as though he might just about have enough. I mean, the Ultras, though, continue to drop. The last Ultra goes down. The Corruptors have to back away. After a fight like that one, maybe it's time to back away, morph in some Broodlords, and go again. I mean, the Corruptors are very useful as well, but he is going to morph in a bunch of Broodlords, because I think he knows he's just cleaned out so much that dealing with the Broodlords is definitely not going to be an easy kind of task here for Ryung. If Nerchio takes this, he would tie it up here in these semi-finals, as Lings and a Viper just going to gather together on this southern watchtower now. And Nerchio going to get ready to try and push in again for one more large fight here on Backwater here in Game 2 of this best of 3 series. More of those Banes are going to be finishing in just a moment. The Broods are still pushing forwards, and they're going to be going into this location in a few moments' time. Shut down those Ghosts, maybe this base once again. Ryung is still only on 4 bases, by the way. And over time, I mean, he's pretty much mining out, so if he can't get this 4th base up, he's going to continue being in trouble. As we see already, the Broodlings dropping down on top of some of those Ghosts, and, well, just going to be seen in general, this Planetary Fortress continue to take some damage as well. Top side, these Marines and the Marauder are working their way through a whole bunch of these drones. This base in trouble, but does that matter if the entire army of the Terran player is being blown up by Banelings? Or probably not. He's even going to lose the 4th base here, so now even more economy of Ryung is disappearing. It looks as though Nerchio probably is going to have enough. The Ghost to the left-hand side trying to flank around, but it's not going to be enough. A few snipes went down, but there's enough Broodlords left over. And Nerchio takes Game 2 in 18. As he jump into the top left-hand side to start us off here, the red Terran player is Ryung. Dropping that long game on Backwater. Obviously not messing around. To the bottom right-hand side from Euronics Gaming, the blue Zerg player is Nerchio. Playing on the Korean server, taking a map off of Ryung. Not bad, not bad. Doing a pretty good job for himself so far, so nicely done. And keeping himself in it. Currently a prize pool for this tournament now at $208 with a couple match arena codes left to use. Big thanks to Montian, of course, for that big donation, and to FMO. And yeah, well, I mean, a lot of prize money on the line. Then it means that right now we're looking at over $150 first place and over $50 for second place as well. So definitely not bad as we get set up into this. As that Reaper on its way out from this barracks. I'm going to be seeing Ryung getting ready to throw down this command center, most likely on the natural expansion, in just a few moments' time. So I'm getting ready to throw that down. So there's the CC, and I'm just going to be seeing that hatchery on the way up as well. It was a pull first from Nerchio, so he has got a single queen on the way and a couple of zerglings. We'll see if he's got any sort of sneaky kind of plans for this kind of as a follow-up, but going down to 1 gas doesn't look as though he's going to be really committing into anything too crazy here in the near future. Alright, so just looking to see what's the plan from both of them, as we do see just the Overlord watching that CC come up. Reaper is moving across the map. The Ling's not going to show themselves just yet, as you're going to see that Reaper stuck around for a little while. Maybe Nerchio didn't realize the Reaper had come across. Those Lings really sticking around and not actually going to commit in here in the end. Reaper going to be backing away a little bit. And starport on the way up, so a fairly slow start as we just wait to see just how Ryung's going to play in game 3. Obviously was successful with the mech game, unsuccessful with the bio game, and on a map like Catalyst, it's definitely going to be the mech style, which is generally preferred by a lot of players because of just how easy you can get the bases up on this map while being so very safe, and you can just kind of push forward so quickly with the mech, and that's going to be very scary for a Zerg player to deal with. As we are going to be seeing a couple of Hellions just going to gather together on the ramp. And just going to be seeing a Reaper with them as well. As a Baneling Nest and an Evo Chamber already dropping down from Nerchio. Looking to go in towards maybe a very quick just Carapace upgrade with that Ling Bane set up initially. First few Hellions going to move across the map then with this Reaper pal of theirs. And let's see if they can achieve any damage. I mean, obviously the potential to run by is always going to be a potent opportunity for the Terran to take an advantage, whereas from the Zerg side of things, I mean, there's a few possibilities here and there. As you're going to see, this Overlord is going to start taking some damage. So Viking and Marine going to be able to pick off this Overlord here, as we will see now. Just a few Hellions still moving around, and just still going to be seeing a couple more Cyclones and a Banshee on the way up as well. Cryptium does get picked off as well, so looks as though we are back to mech player here from Ryung. It's the exact same setup as what he used in game number 1. And what does Nerchio change up to deal with the mech a little bit better this time around? Well, difficult to know for sure, as we're going to be seeing this last starting up and a few more spores on the way out. A few more Banes coming up as well. Let's see if Nerchio can even survive this first attack, of course, as well. It's still going to be kind of dangerous. You can see the armor on the way, so there's no Hellbats with this attack initially. As you see those Hellions and Cyclones setting up here and going to start moving in from the left-hand side. Already we're going to be seeing, well, a Banshee actually comes in, shuts down 2 of the 3 Banelings. It's already a pretty great start as well. Now it's just kind of Queens to worry about, right? I mean, those Lings not going to do too much more. The Cloak Banshee's adding a lot of damage in as well, and this Viking might just want to land to add some extra damage in too. There's another couple of Banes coming in. He doesn't target fire them yet, but he does kite backwards. Does split the Hellions to just minimize the damage there. And right now it feels as though Nerchio is in a little bit of trouble because Ryung is just making this happen. Lands the Viking, this Banshee still around as the Spore goes down the third base. That might just be the third base in a lot of trouble here, to the point where it might not be able to kind of stick around. We're going to see drones fighting as well, so many of them dropping. The Cyclones kind of coming out a few at a time. Now the Hellbats are ready to come into play. Another Banshee arrives as well, and there's just not enough. There's just not enough here basically for Nerchio to be able to defend, and Ryung will take it.